What's up, everybody? It is Andy back with another episode of AndyThinks. This will be episode 3 in the series. In this episode, I'm definitely going to try to be a little bit more focused on a certain topic and not as rambling on about a bunch of other stuff or just whatever I think about. I mean, I will probably talk about a lot of anything that really comes to mind that pertains to that specific topic, but I do want to make these videos a little bit shorter. I did notice the last one, since it was 37 minutes, there was really not very many people who actually made it fully through it, which is understandable. I mean, people have a lot of things to do during the day, so watching a 37-minute video of somebody just talking about random shit definitely is not, it's not what everybody wants to do, and I understand that completely. So I'm going to try to just do more shorter videos on specific topics, and I think that's just better for me, so I can really think through a specific thing instead of just being all scatterbrained like I am normally. And that kind of brings me to the topic of this video, which will be just being inconsistent. I've been inconsistent lately. I did say in the last video, quite a bit through it, that I did want to upload more videos, like almost once a week. It's now been like over a week and a half-ish now, probably, since my last video. So that is longer than a week, obviously. So I've been inconsistent, and now I want to just think through why I've been inconsistent and talk to you guys about it. And yeah, so I think the biggest reason for me why I've been inconsistent with these videos and not as focused on certain types of videos, and I always just kind of jump around to different styles of videos. If you guys have seen some of my older content, I've done things like video game videos, product reviews, and a lot of different stuff like that. And that's mainly because I feel like it's kind of connected to my ADD in a way where my brain just bounces around to different topics. Like a couple days after I made episode 2 of AndyThinks, I wanted to start making gaming videos again. And not necessarily playthrough videos or anything like that, more just videos of me just discussing my ideas on games and just my opinions and stuff like that. Like one of them I was going to make was pertaining to World of Warcraft, as I did start playing that recently. I didn't play it back in the day, but I did play WoW, but I'm now playing WoW Classic now that it's out, and that's another reason why I was inconsistent and didn't upload at least a week, at least in a week time frame from my last videos, because I did play that quite a bit. So that's like, so I get a lot of different ideas. I can't, it's hard for me to really focus in and hone in on one thing I want to do, because there's so many things I want to do, and it's really hard for me to really just put my head down and just work on that one thing over and over and over and over again. But if you want to be good at something, that's kind of what you have to do. You can't really just bounce around a lot of different things, because you'll never master one thing. You'll just be jack of all trades, master of none type deal. And that's kind of what I feel like I am, in a sense. Not saying I know a lot of different things, even though I do know a bit, but I've never really gotten superbly just great at something, but I feel like I could if I really put enough time into it. Maybe not to the highest tier, the highest upper echelons of whatever pursuit I would like to get into, but a competent enough level where I would feel good about what I'm doing. So yeah, that's why. So that's kind of one reason that I've been inconsistent. So just my brain just bounces around to different topics, and then that just makes me want to just do those different things, so that it kind of pulls away some of my thought process, some of my motivation to do the certain things that I need to do, or that I really wanted to do for a while, like these videos. So I definitely need to focus more in on just doing one certain thing, because that's kind of how I will not be as inconsistent, I feel, definitely. But it's really hard for me, because I do just like so many different things, and I enjoy looking into things, researching things. I am an INTP, not sure how much it really matters in the grand scheme of things, or if it really, I don't think it really defines me in any way, but it is just an interesting, like, I do follow the INTP subreddit, and I do seem to relate to a lot of different posts on there about just people talking about how they just have a surface level of knowledge about a lot of different topics, but aren't super adept at a specific topic. And that's kind of definitely how I feel. Like the most time I've ever put into really one certain thing would be a video game, and that'd probably be like Overwatch, and I played that a lot. I probably have over like 1,300 hours, more than that. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't checked in a long time. So yeah, that game I played a lot, and I did get fairly good at it. I got to Master, so that's one rank below GM, but then it's still below top 500, and that's like the top 1%, obviously, or probably 0.0 or 0.1%. I'm not sure exactly how their ranking system exactly works with that, but it is a Masters are still good, but it's still not the best. And that was one thing I did put a lot of time into, but that's still also a video game, and I also was smoking a lot of weed too, so that kind of does diminish my ability to play an FPS game properly, because your reaction time is just slowed a bit, and you're just a little bit more spacey, and you just don't really give a fuck. And after playing the game for so long, I just started to try to just kill everybody, even in competitive, instead of really trying to play smart with my team. And that's another reason why I kind of quit it, because I was pissing off a lot of people on my team, because I still am ranked like mid-diamond, and people would just get like they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you trying to go kill, like go 1v6 as McCree? And I understand completely that it's that just doesn't work, especially in a game like Overwatch, where it's just so team-based. It's not like a game like CSGO, where you can more realistically 1v6 an entire team. But that's just yeah. So I need to, how I want to talk in this video is just how I can be more consistent about certain things. Some ideas I guess I have about being more consistent. I have been consistent in a few aspects, at least recently, with working out. I did talk about this in my last video, but that's one thing where I have been consistent with. I have been going. I do miss days here and there, maybe like one day a week-ish. I think last month I went 26 days out of 31 days, so it's not every day, but it's most days. I did go, and I feel good about going as much as I did. So that definitely has given me confidence in general that I can, if I really put my mind to something, can be consistent in a way. But then that kind of just brings to the issue, well, to where I see working out as different from doing videos, where it's harder for me to be consistent with videos as it is working out, because working out it's just that thing. Working out just is one form of athletics. It's not like, whereas videos is just, I can do so many different things. Working out is just, if I'm thinking about being athletic or just doing something that's physically active, working out is just kind of the thing I can do. I mean, there's different I can go running, I can lift weights, I can play like basketball, play any type of sport or anything like that. But working out is just definitely something I've enjoyed more, and I find I think it's just something I need to do more in general, because I just want to feel more physically apt. And then where videos it's a little bit different is just because I can be consistent with the videos, but I don't. But if I want to make a bunch of different style of videos, it's kind of hard to ever build a following or to really get good at a certain style of video, a certain style of talking, a certain way of thinking about things, and that's where I feel like it makes it a little bit harder for me personally. So, because like I said earlier, like there's so many different style of videos I've done, and I have ideas for the World of Warcraft videos. I have ideas for the Center Field. I think I've mentioned this, but that's the more podcasts, current events style show I want to start doing eventually. That would be that would be a whole nother avenue besides AndyThinks, and it's like I want to do that too, but I need to focus my energy at least to start off with at one thing. I need to just do one thing a lot, get competent, get sure of myself within that, and then I can start branching out and doing other things. And then also the issue of YouTube in general, where YouTube doesn't really lend itself, or specific audiences. I mean, I don't even really have an audience in general yet. I mean, I do. There's definitely people who are now watching. I mean, the Instagram people have been following, so that's all been good. But it's hard. I don't want to upload a lot of different stuff, because that's just, I don't think it's right to do that to my viewers in a sense, because they're subscribing obviously for the content they're watching, and if they've been subscribing for the AndyThinks stuff, obviously they're not gonna care as much about a World of Warcraft video as they would this style of video, I guess. And so that's just kind of me not wanting to upset the other people who are watching, even though I want to do these, I want to make videos for myself in a sense, just so I can feel better about myself. But it's still, I don't want to let people down by just switching up and just not doing what I said I would do in the past. I guess. And I've thought about making other channels and stuff like that, but it's still really just taking my time and energy away from the one thing I should be doing, which I feel like right now is this, because also this is a psychoanalytical style of video where I'm trying to figure out my own issues and work through my own issues and talk about them, which I feel like talking through things and thinking through things in a more focused sense than just me like just sitting in my chair, just my brain just going fucking 100 miles an hour and I'm just thinking through a bunch of different things. Like I don't really figure out, I don't have as good of a grasp on those things as compared to when, say, I'm talking about them. And that's definitely, talking through things is definitely a more of a way to think about things in a more literal sense, because you understand it more. You're physically doing that action. You're physically talking your thoughts. Basically, that's at least what I'm doing right now. I don't have a plan for where this video is going to go, but I have a certain topic and I'm just letting my stream of consciousness basically go for myself to do that. I mean, also writing can be looked at in a similar sense too. A lot of people say that, like, that's why it's good for some people to keep journals. I've wanted to keep a journal, just like I don't want to get like a general notepad just to write down my general thoughts and stuff like that. But it's good to keep a journal or to write things down, because then that also it cements that in your mind and it helps you really understand it better. And that just talking about things works in a similar vein, I would say. So the plans, I guess, I have to be less inconsistent would be, like I said earlier, working out is giving me more confidence that I can be more consistent. Like now that I am recording this other video, and it is a closer time frame between this video and my last video than my last video and my first video. Like that was a month or over a month time period in between them, whereas this is only a week and a half. So it is better. I'm getting better at it. But there's definitely room for improvement. I mean, I could be doing a video every day. I mean, there's people who do that, and I feel like I could get to a certain point where I could do that. I mean, I would if I was at that point where I had the ability to, and the confidence in myself and the discipline to make a video every single day. I would hope probably at that point I would definitely want to branch out and to do other things, because then I would feel better about myself, so that I don't need to think through things and try to figure out why I'm doing certain things and figure out how to get better at them, because I'm already doing them well enough where I can branch out and now do the things that are more entertaining, I would say. Because I get these videos might be entertaining in a sense, but they're not. They're for a specific type of audience, I would say. Whereas like when I feel able to do and more confident to do like center field show, that will be more of a that there's a broader audience available for that type of content. A lot of people like just political current event discourse, stuff like that. That's a bigger type of market, I guess. And I've said in the past in videos that I don't want people to watch and whatnot, or not that I don't want people to watch, but that I don't really care if people watch it. And that is true to an extent, but I do want to be able to make videos for a career eventually. Like, so that is definitely where I'd want to go, but that's not where I'm at right now. Right now I don't feel like I should do that yet, because I still feel like I need to work on myself before I really want to put myself out there in that sort of way, because that is it's a much more toxic environment. Anybody who's talking about current events, political stuff, it's just everything's so polarized right now that it's just, you got to be on top of your game, I feel like, with that type of stuff. And that's where I'd like to be, and that's why I'm using these videos to try to get there. So because I feel like I can get there, and I know I can get there. I just gotta get there, and these videos are just more of me documenting the journey to getting to that place. So I think now I'm just gonna summarize, just to try to make sure I have everything thought through for what I've talked about in this video, and just to kind of bring it all together. A lot of the things, I think at the beginning I started talking about just why I'm inconsistent, and that's just because I have a lot of different ideas, a lot of different thoughts, and it's hard for me to commit to a certain idea or certain thought that I want to do. And the ways I'm going to get through that and to get past that is just by being able to do other things more consistently other than these videos, just like I said, the working out. So I'm going to be able to do that more. Once I'm able, just doing that in general and doing that consistently right now is giving me the confidence to do these videos more consistently, because I just have more confidence in myself, and I've always lacked confidence in general in myself. So that's something I just need to build up and feel better about myself, because it's hard for me to want to do stuff when I don't feel good about myself and I don't feel like I should post anything or that anybody cares or anybody wants to watch. So I need to build up confidence in myself so I can be more consistent, so that when I'm more consistent, I can do the things that I really want to do. Because it's not like I don't want to do these style of videos. I like talking about myself, but there's only so much you can do, and it's not as it's just I don't see it as probably as entertaining as some other style of videos that I do want to do in the future. So yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the video. This one's definitely a lot shorter than the last one. I'm not sure exactly how long this one is yet. I need to go back and check. But let me know if you guys want longer videos, shorter videos. Maybe if I'm doing these shorter style videos, it's a lot easier for me to do them a lot more frequently. And like when I'm doing this style, I'm probably about 10 minutes or something like that. I can get it edited and rendered a lot quicker, because I mean, rendering time for a 30-minute video normally takes around 30-ish minutes, and then this, it's just cutting that in a third basically. So, and then it's also cutting in a third and the time to record. So it's definitely a lot easier for me. I can put them out a lot faster. So that's kind of the plan I have going forward. But let me know in the comments down below if you want the longer style videos, the shorter style videos, if you want me to have the more focused style video on a certain topic like this one on inconsistency, or if you would want me to do a more just more rambling, just me talking about whatever style videos. Either way, it's fine. Just kind of asking you guys' thoughts, see what you guys think. But thank you again for watching, and if you want to subscribe, that's greatly appreciated. And also the link to my Instagram will be down below. I do definitely want to start posting stuff there more. I've had ideas to talk about things or to do stuff, but it's also a lot of the time while I'm on delivery, because that's what I do for a job, and I don't really want to pull out my phone and talk about like stuff, because obviously I'm driving and I don't really get a lot of free time where I feel comfortable enough just to talk, because I'm in the store or in my car, and when I'm in my car I'm driving, when I'm in the store there's other employees around, so that's just how that goes. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching again, and have a great day.